Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Haha, here we go. yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.
Cut off that music. I got the things going. If people watching, they can hear us. I think it's 2 people on there right now. Oh, 3 people. Woohoo! But
all right, big crowd.
But let's get started. They watch the later, but we usually get good views out of this. But let's go ahead and get this started before we have your internet. It's just me and Earl. So here we are, everybody. Going into season 6. Life goes on. Format 16. We're gonna be doing a pre-ranking. With the draft coming up next Wednesday, we'll have a calendar with more details of that in the slide. But just to introduce us, first I'm me, David Robin. We got my man Earl with us. You want to say anything, Zombie Earl?
Oh, just me.
And then with Roland being down in Florida getting ready for the regional tomorrow, we got a special guest from the Build Phase, and it's not Mr. Ben. We got the season 4 Buckeye co-champ, Jason Roosvelt. Jason, say hi
Ooh.
to the people.
I like the sound of that. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm honored to be here, and can't wait to argue with you guys about some cards.
All right, so like I said, so when we go through the ranking, you'll see 4 numbers. So of course, me, Earl, and Jason ranking be up there, but we still had Roland ranking because we didn't know he wasn't gonna be here. But it may be bad for all of us that he's not. Don't tell him I said that. But moving right along, so just to break down the format, life goes on. It basically the complete opposite. Life is too short. So, but except in this format, your main character have to have at least 6 health on all levels, and all support character have 2 health. That's in the deck and out of game pals. And the other big thing about the format that's different from Life is Too Short is you can't play with anything before Volume 1, which is pretty much the small packs and stuff like that. Y'all can see the rest of the rules, but anything y'all want to add bring up about this before we move on?
I'll just say I think from the formats I've seen, this has been one of the more varied, I guess, formats. Like it seems like there's not 1 or 2 straightforward meta champs. It seems like there's a lot of options. So I'm enjoying the format a lot.
Yeah, no, there's definitely
agree.
Right, yeah. There's definitely no top dog here. I mean, at least that I'm aware of. Somebody will always have that secret tech and be like, haha, I got you. But until I see it, I think there's somebody at the top, but there's always somebody who could take them down. But let's move right along. So here's the calendar. So we finishing up season 5 like right now. Like there's still games going on for that. So the order for the draft probably won't be updated till the day before the draft, right, Earl?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're kind of running a tight squeeze here.
So the other kicker to that is that you normally do a season ending recap for season 5, so we just gonna combine that with season 6. Now for the schedule for this, because I know y'all probably thinking like this is coming up pretty close to Gen Con. You will be correct about that. So what we're gonna do, we only gonna do 3 weeks before Gen Con, so we'll play 3 weeks and then we'll take a week off before Gen Con, a week off after Gen Con, and then we'll do the final 3 weeks. But like with all our season, I mean, you could pop in and out the season as you feel needed. There's a pretty big MC pool, so even if you jump into the league later, you'll still have some good picks MCs and still be at least competitive and have a good time.
Unless we get like 27 people in.
Well, if we get up to 27, then we'll be doubling the pool.
All right.
And then, yeah, I mean, it would have to be like right at 20. But I mean, like I said, but if we get 20 people, I mean, we may have to do some things and, have a party or something. But yeah, I mean, the attendance may be a little down because, like I say, people like to keep their secret tech. But the good thing about this is you don't have to draft the MC you plan on playing. You could test other things, and you may find a hidden gem you didn't even know exists. So as of right now, so Earl, you definitely in Gen Con, right? You definitely playing in an event.
Yeah, I'm definitely in. I got my tickets or badge order.
And then Jason, you still doubtful, but still, trying to see if something, wiggle way
Yep.
out.
If I was on the injury list, I'd be doubtful, but still hoping to play.
And as y'all probably know, I would be judging the event, so I would not be playing. Not unless they let judges play, but I think they frown upon that. So but yeah, this the calendar. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this streaming. So we're gonna do like kind of a tier list just to give you an idea. We're gonna do like a Gen Con tier edition. So we ranked all the MC from 1 through 57. Each of us did it, and then we took the average of each MC, and then they got a number. You'll see that once we get along with the slide. So just to try and break down the tiers, so you explain it in Gen Con type of way. So if your average is 50 or above, you're kind of at the football field at Lucas Stadium, nowhere near the tournament, and if you are smart, they should not be at the tournament at all. We have like a D tier, 40 through 50, with his. If you had been to Gen Con and had to wait for a badge, sometimes that line go outside the building. That way these MCs are waiting at. They probably will not make the event. C ranking, they probably just in line. They may get to the event, depending how fast the line is moving, but you may have to have something good going to get them there on time. The B class, I guess. Go ahead.
David, sorry, can I interrupt quick?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is the screen changing? Because I'm
Oh.
not seeing a change.
Oh.
We might want to double check
Okay.
with that.
I mean, I definitely know. Let me check the streaming part. So the streaming is changing. Are you watching?
Okay.
Are you watching in a room or are you watching on a?
Yeah, watching in the room. Just wanted to make sure that it was changing. Okay.
Are you seeing the MC tier list?
It quickly went through, but I was on the format page, Life Goes On format for a while, and then it cycled a bit there.
Okay, so I don't know. Might be a delay. Like I said, I'm not at the house, so the internet connection may be a little different than what I'm normally accustomed to. But let's just move along. Let's see. We'll see the things again. So first we're gonna go ahead and start going with the MC. So these are the 50 and above. These are what we figure with the F rank MC. You should not be bringing these MCs. You should not even have them in your binder when you come to the event, just so you don't accidentally pick them out. So at the bottom of the list is the newest one, Master Mode. He don't level.
I think it's just that simple.
And I mean, in the cards he needs, like I said, not even in the format. I mean, that's gonna be a common theme with all these F ones. Like outside of format, they are not FMCs, especially not him. But in this a 1/6 flyer range, I mean, you only play him for the Sentinel stuff.
Yeah, well, I think a 1/6 flyer is better than some of the other guys who don't level up, and he can play MCA.
And I would tell you, you're still wrong. Moving right along. Ego. a 4/4 flyer that's friendly. He won't level because Star-Lord would not show up ever in this format legally. But he's still on the villain team. The villain got a lot of good plot twists too, though, and a lot of good team. They got Hela. Enough said.
I would take the 1/6 flyer over 4/4 friendly.
And you will still be wrong.
Yeah, I actually had him reversed too. I had Ego as my worst.
No, like say yeah. So yeah, like say I mean, eventually me and Earl came to the conclusion like, why are we arguing about this trash anyway? But
very true.
That what we do. Because I mean, in the end, neither one of us gonna play with them. Neither one's gonna be willing. Like, let's test it. Nope, not me.
If we get 20 people to sign up, 20 people, Dave and I will stream Master Mold versus MCU Ego Life Goes On format. If it 20 people, we'll do it.
I don't know why he want to get beat, but I guess that's his thing now. So moving right along, Mr. Fantastic, same boat. One of the family members just can't show up. He could get two of them, but they're the Fantastic Four, not the Fantastic Three. So he can't get his wife. He left his wife and wouldn't bring her to Gen Con. That's crazy.
He can't get Human Torch either, can he?
He could get Invisible Boy.
Oh, gotcha. Good call.
So he can't get Invisible Boy, but not Human Torch. So like I said, he just only leaving. It's a guy's thing, but his MC don't work like that. And finally, Cable just bad. I mean, I guess he can level, but what are you really getting?
Yeah, that's an MC I've never used in my time in the game. Like I keep wanting to find something where he could be good, but nothing's come to mind yet.
I have seen Robert Smallwood come up with something, but like I said, you need the whole book.
Sure,
you're not going to do it with this limited X-Men stuff, and no. No. Let's move right along. We into the next tier, so like I said, that definitely the bottom. So these, I mean, I guess you could bring them, but you're probably gonna outsmart yourself. Or as some people say, you just played yourself if you come to this. Which maybe in the Buckeye League, I guess for a good time, but let's move along and see who these people are. Starting with She-Hulk. Man. You talking about good from far from good? This would be like the picture for that. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I remember my Civil War day when I first looked at it, I was like, man, this MC is awesome.
Yeah, same thing. When she first came out, I was excited about her, and then the more I use her, the more disappointed I get.
This is the first MC I think had pulled the rule over my head. Like, I like to give everybody a fair shake.
But I think that she's ranked lower probably than she should be. But anyone who's played her, just like you guys said, you're like, you had this great idea, and then you get your deck out, and you're just like, well, this doesn't work. And that's what she does.
All right, so I'm still towards the D class, the Thing. I mean, yeah, I mean, I tried him, but I mean, if you give him the level 2, I mean, yeah, the green power is cool, but he still only got 6 defense. And then his level up, I mean, if you get him the 2 is always a question. I mean, he should phone Daredevil, see how that working out for him. That dude is still a meme. But anything from y'all before I move on? I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say I put together a tier list myself, and I had 4 tiers, and this tier is I called the functional but weak. It's like he can do what he needs to do to level, but is it not even worth it? Like, what's the point?
Right. No, exactly. I played him a lot in what was the last format? I forgot, but in one of the format, I played him a bit, and he did a She-Hulk thing. I mean, I think he a bit better than She-Hulk, but you are taking away his support character using him. Would that hurt some of the people in this video as well? The Colonists. I don't even know how they got this high, but I guess they got access to Hela. That's the only thing they got going for them because they photo.
Well, I think another thing they have going for them is no, never mind.
I was listening closely. You probably had the views like, oh man, what's he? Oh, here comes some secret tech. Nope, it's still the colonists.
If I had to say one positive thing, one positive thing, I think this format skews a little bit towards photo.
Yes.
And if they're playing photo, they're more likely to run the standard basic locations, and they may help you level up.
But like I said, if they playing around the locations just because they're worried about colonists, they doing too much thinking for this format. Like I never once thought like I better not run a fortress. Somebody may play colonists. Never came across my mind once.
Pretty bad.
Moving along. All right. So the star mean that they was tied, so they had the same total points, but that means one of these numbers were higher in the our ranking. So one of us had them ranked at 42. And I just got them in order from I guess I better go over this. Some people may be new to this. So the number right here is I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. I can see it. So the 51 is what the overall, like if you put the numbers in order. And these are all four rankings from lowest to highest. We know what people picked them at, and we may call people out, but it probably still a little too early for that. But it will happen. So next slide. Super Scroll. I mean, yeah, I mean he still. I think that I used to kind of like him, but when they made that equipment rule update, I really kind of fell off his train.
I don't know. He's hard to use.
Yeah, I mean, you almost got to put the Fantastic Four in your deck. You can't depend on nobody to come up with them. He like I said, he's the deck. Like I said, for a slight entertainment, but he not winning no events. He probably may avoid an incursion forever. Evil Deadpool. I haven't played him. I mean, every time he pop up, I keep forgetting that he was actually a main character in this game.
He's one that I always want to like try, but just never seems like there's enough cards in the format to help him do anything.
I don't know. I thought for a minute this might be his format, but it's not. That minute has passed.
Right. I'm Mongo. I think a lot of people sleep on him. I mean, I think people don't understand his level up condition, but I mean, he's still down here for a reason. I mean, don't let me think I'm hyping him up like, oh, he's taking it all. I mean, where he belongs. I think I'm the one who picked him at 32. But everybody else wasn't in the same boat with me.
I'm not in that boat.
I mean, but
I do think that he is underrated overall. I've never really seen anybody do anything with him though. Like I feel like there's a potential there, but let's just say it's unexplored.
That's a good point. Right. Yeah, he's one I've never actually played with, and I agree that I think his level of power is confusing. So some people think it's harder than it actually is.
Right. So, but here you are, Iron Mongo. Keep stealing ideas. Moving along. So, Loki, I mean, he was in the baseball. I mean, people played him a little bit, but like I said, it's just, you talking about playing around a level up condition. I mean, your opponent got to want you to level for you to level.
Maybe. I mean, every character they play, they have to come in exhausted unless they want you to level up. I don't know.
But I think in this format, especially with there are not as many low cost characters, you may have time to afford to do that. I mean, I guess if you team them up with like if you buy Farce and support characters here and there, that way you know they got to keep coming back exhausted. But I would take Iron Man go over him, but like I said, this is a level that is complete control by your opponent.
Yeah, if I'm going to channel Roland here a little bit, I know Roland wrote about him in his recent article, so maybe there's more potential than he's getting credit for. But yeah, it's tough anytime your opponent has that much control over your level up.
Right. And he appreciate that you read that, because I skim through it. Or do you even get to it?
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he did it every week for almost like 2 years now, crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and he married with kid. Like, how do you get time to do stuff like that?
That's dedication right there.
Right. Moving along, Namor. I mean, in an open book he decent, but here, I mean, you need those yellows.
I don't know. I think I played against you the other day on stream or something, Dave. And
Not this Namor.
Oh, not that Namor. Never mind. Wrong Namor.
Not
This guy's gone.
If you see me playing this Namor, there's something wrong with me. I'm really having a good time or don't care. No.
Yeah, in some formats, he's I think pretty good, but this one, a lot of his tools are off the board, so it makes it pretty tough.
And with the low cost not being that great, I mean,
yeah.
So moving along, Weapon Omega, who gave him an 18?
Oh, probably me.
No,
I hope not.
No, that was rolling. I remember an 8. I bet he haven't been played 18 times since he been released.
He's a tough one to figure out any real path to victory, as far as I can tell.
I mean, I feel you need the open book. You need the full team there.
Yeah. Have you looked at the low drops that will give him XP in this format?
and then what's the payoff at the end?
Yeah, it's not there.
Well, he's up here because somebody. I mean, I don't know. He owe Weapon Omega a favor. He's a Hammer. I mean, I consider you, Jason, one of the people who I see play Hammer a lot more than most people, and I don't think you would put him this high.
I've played him once in my entire life, and yeah, I think if he got like +1/+1 for each power and not +1/+1 counters, that might be a different story. But it's just too easy for him to lose the value that he's just making your entire supporting character cast worse. I don't get.
Yeah,
I don't get how he's good.
Yeah, 18. I mean, we had him in the 40, and then rolling like 6 just pushed him up. So here, I think he almost got into the C tier, but we couldn't let that happen.
We actually maybe had to raise the D tier so he was included.
Right. Yeah. Right. or redo it because Roland always like to change his rankings. That's why we put them in and locked them in so early. So the C class usually you playing these people because you like them. I mean, it's like your favorite MC or you think they got game. But you're going to need a lot of luck to get to the top table with these MCs. So let's see who's on this list. Colossus. I kind of like him at times. I mean, not in this format, but I like him.
I like him too, but I don't think the pumps are there for this format.
Yeah, that right. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, what you get, like, you got his power up for those. But yeah, the plot twist is not that great in this. I mean, you don't have to worry about shock and stuff. I mean, that helps a little bit. So once you do get up to 6, once you do level, you're not worried about being de-leveled.
That's true. That's a good point.
But you will have to put some time and effort into this one.
Yeah, the tools to get him leveled up are a lot of them are missing,
right?
Or come a little too late to make it worth it.
Right. So yeah. So let's move along. A Blade. I always want him to be good, and I think most people do. I mean, that level 2 power is just so good.
Yeah, he's one that I looked at because there's not a ton of wound acceleration, and he gives you that possibility for against an MC, but just there's also the risk that you just never level up and he gets his face beat in.
Right. you can't take that chance of going late. And then here come Dark Fiend. It's like, oh, I got to level 2. I can use my power. And here come Dark Fiend calling keywords. Luke Cage. And I know early on, Earl, go ahead and speak your mind about it. I know early on.
Okay, so early on, I was pretty high on Luke Cage for this format, and he, like I said, I think it skews a little bit towards photo, so there's a little less flying. So I thought that Luke Cage would be able to do some work, and he actually did all right. But then there are just games that he can't win because you're playing against flyers.
I think
And
the up part, I think he got the same problem that Thing had. That 5 defense is just low on
Yeah.
level 2.
yeah, and then that's what it is. At the end of the game, you're sitting there with a 5 defense in the front, and anybody can hit you. So he just doesn't survive.
So I think you the one gave him the 26, but like I said, this was early ranking. Like we did this back in March.
It's pretty early, yeah.
Right. So moving along, the Blob. I mean, he pop up here and there, so I do. I mean, he's a Brotherhood, Jason. Talk about the Brotherhood for us, Jason.
He's muted.
Okay.
That's stupid of me. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a fan of a lot of the Brotherhood characters. The some of their plot twists I think are pretty sneaky. And I actually looked at him a bit in this format to try to figure out, is there a way to make him good? And it's just like there's no way to accelerate his level up. So you're just kind of, and there's some ways with what's his name? Spider Carnage to basically thwart his level up. So it's just not enough reward for the risk, I think.
And there you have it from one of the Brotherhood experts. Moving right along, the Collector. This is another one. I mean, I played against you with this one, Jason. So, yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, I can see the potential, but I haven't tried it out yet. So I don't know if I'm just making up numbers or is this where he belongs?
I think this is where he belongs. Like, he's another one where his power would be particularly useful in this format because you could potentially stop a Dark Phoenix from ruining your day, for example. But you're getting to use that power at most 4 times.
Actually, you could get it a 5th time if you want to put Man Thing in that other.
That's true. That's true. Could get up to 5. So yeah, it's another one where just the payoff isn't there, and the fact that both he and Grandmaster are 2 MCs I keep trying to get to work, but anytime you've got an MC that can't do any combat on their own, they're just kind of just sitting there, it takes away a potential tool from you. So yeah, I think he's in the right spot. There might be some clever deck where he does something fun, but I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, the Maestro, he seemed like he should be good once he get to that level 2, but it just seemed like, especially in this format, probably gonna be a while before he get there, and by the time he hook up with that ISO spear, Dark Phoenix done have arrived.
And he can't go get his teammates because they're all gone.
Right.
So harder to level.
Right.
Yeah, you're just relying on hitting the curve naturally, and that doesn't always work out.
Especially in this format.
Yep.
And then the Grandmasters, they came in the box together. I think whenever we ranked them, they already ranked together.
Yeah, I mean the thing that's always tempting with Grandmaster and Collector is that you can play their respective Infinity Stones on them for free.
Right.
And those can be pretty powerful, but still, because you're limited, no wild locations, you can only use them so many times.
So
Yeah.
with Grandmaster, we're looking at like the new battle worlds and the crossover. You think there's like 10 of them you could put together that where your randomness is not as random as it was in the beginning.
I think it's getting better, but still, like, there's not enough continuity to build the rest of the deck around, especially in a limited format. Like, so there's always the chance that you end up kind of sabotaging yourself a little bit. But you put one of the battle worlds out there, and then you don't KO or you don't stun the enemy MC, and then now they get the benefit from it too. So it's I'm not sure if it's as much of an advantage as just kind of a random fun thing.
Right. Like I said, this is something we should see in the season, but we shouldn't see it Gen Con.
Yep.
Okay. Now Angelus. So I think you rank way higher than, but we figured out one of our mistakes when we were doing. At least I did, because I thought Buffy would actually legal in the format, was she not? Because her key power is mandatory, so that's a 1 health character. So if you play either one of these main characters, you cannot switch between them. You stuck with whoever you are.
Yep. Revelation, I think. So yeah, it
right,
hurts him a lot.
But even with Buffy, I mean, he's still like right on the cut. I mean, he's still all right, but it's just now, like, say you locked in. So if they see like, oh, he's looking for good characters, I'll just play all my evil ones.
Yeah, or if you're already playing all evil, it doesn't matter. Then you won't ever level.
Right, you can't switch between the two. Anti-Venom. I think he right there where that whole solo combat thing, because there's a lot of people spread out where there's not much team attacking going on in the format. I mean, I know Earl, your story is my dog ate. I don't even know this is an MC anymore.
That's right.
But I mean, the combat counseling, the 12 combat counseling superpowers.
He's another one though that, like, is the payoff really worth it? Like, you get up, you level up, and have better chance of leveling up in this format probably with him. But his stats aren't, they're mediocre, and his cleanse and purities power, I guess.
Right.
Sentinels are legal, so you could potentially get rid of a collar on someone, and we're talking big health characters, so you could heal them or get rid of -1 counters. But is that really moving the needle? I don't think so.
I think if he had Symbiosa, that would change everything.
Agreed totally.
That when he played that We Are Venom.
Yep.
But now he can't play that unless you. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest downfall. I mean, how he's a symbiote how he a Venom don't have symbiote. But yeah. And this is the Angel. I mean, what same thing we said about the other one. You locked into the having to attack evil characters. So, but without Buffy, I don't think it's worth it.
I don't think it's worth it with Buffy. But yeah, without Buffy.
Probably true. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But if you put in the time and work, and somebody were willing to, because this is one of the biggest things I looked at. I'm like, I don't want to put in the time and the effort to figure this out in this format. So, now to Thanos. I mean, how did he get this high? I think I'm the one who had him at 50. Yeah, I put him at 50 because I don't think he levels quickly.
He's hard to level.
Oh yeah. And I don't see anybody going towards his level 3 route.
Probably not.
If you can't get to level 2, it's going to be hard to get to level 3.
Well, that too, but his regular level 2, where you could wound the face down enemy main character. I mean, that's wound acceleration.
Yeah, that's why I had him probably in a higher tier than I think the rest of you guys did. Is because if you can get to that level, you could potentially take advantage of that wound acceleration, which there's not too much of.
But the thing is that he had to KO the support character.
Right. Yeah.
And with everybody having at least 2 health.
Yeah. makes it hard.
and not a
Or
lot of
at least
team
slow.
attacking. Yeah, right. So, but I mean, I see some of you give him love. I just wasn't in that boat. Vision. I like Vision, but like I said, I mean, it's like he's still a 6'6" once he level. I mean, even though the support character is just knocking each other off, I mean, who's going to hit the MC is usually the question it comes down to.
I don't know. I think Vision's a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah, he's a fun MC. I like it. I enjoy playing him, but yeah, I just don't know if he's competitive.
All right, so this is not the Buckeye League is a playful function. Kind is not. Okay, so I don't know how he got this. So I'm the one who had Iron Man at 5. I
Was it
say-
me?
Huh? It was me.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I think his rare powers is I mean, I think they're gonna come in handy. I mean, I know he's not gonna level up fast. I understand that. Because Jason, you had him at 54, right?
Yeah,
So
I had him because all the or many of the pro reg characters aren't legal, so I figured he wasn't going to level fast enough to make him worth it.
I just think that counter generation he gets. Because these characters are going to be staying around.
That's true.
So I'm like, turn 3, if you got 3 characters out, he's now a 4-8.
I know I was pretty high on. I don't want to say high, but I like the idea of an anti or pro reg main character because you have access to their plot twists,
Right.
and they have combat plot twists. A lot of the other illustrated teams do not.
So yeah, so I mean, 5 may have been a little high when I did this. When I look back on 5, may be a little high. Yes, I will bite that bullet. But,
Yeah.
but
I'll probably say I ranked him way too low. I'll agree with that.
So I think like the 18 to 44 would be about somewhat a bare number, put him around the 20 phase. But here he is. And then after Iron Man, more Iron Man.
We get the Iron Men next to each other.
We got the Iron Man next to each other.
Oh man,
That's amazing.
I don't know what my rankings were, but I like the other Iron Man better than this Iron Man
Absolutely. I mean,
at this point.
So the other Iron Man I have at 5 and you had at 18. Where this one I had at 38, you had at 28. Jason had the other one at 54 and this one at 30.
So, I mean, this guy just needs yellows, right? So,
Right.
and we know how that goes.
Yeah, with photo, yeah, you can't depend on location and photo. I don't know if y'all haven't played a lot of photo. If you need MC that need a location, you're usually not going to get it, not unless you're playing Spike. He seemed to work out for me for whatever reason, but everybody else, forget about it.
He's looking for any location, not
Right.
a specific location.
Right, yeah. So I guess that's a little bit right, but he looking for the 8 yellows, and then he don't have Happy to flip them back up for him.
Yeah,
He don't have he can't power himself up with any of his 8 power-ups he normally have access to. So okay, the B tier. So I mean, these are MC that that you play just so you avoid the mirror matches. I mean, they're good MCs here. They could do something. I mean, if you put in the work, they'll get you to the top. But you definitely probably gonna be avoiding mirror matches if you play these MCs coming up. We got them in the B, so this is probably the place you want to be with. For this season of Buckeye, the draft gonna be a lot better. I think like Vern had the last pick in the last season, and he was just grabbing what was left in the garbage can. I think he just stuck his hand in and closed his eye and pulled the MC out. But this time you'll get to pick. So we'll start with the Abomination. I wasn't too high on him, but everybody else seems to be.
he's all right.
I mean, he
Ah.
photo, and he's a villain. I mean,
Yeah, he's all right. I don't think he does anything special.
right.
Yep, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like he's right on that on the borderline between these tiers, and that's probably the right spot for him.
Thor. I think I had him a little high after I thought about it more. I think I'm the one who picked 14 for him, but I don't think he should have been there. Because I said the team attack, the journey is a lot harder. That self-discovery is going to be rough.
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing low, you're looking at what? You got to play Baby Groot, and then you got to draw Baby Groot.
Right. I mean, you can't be powering up Baby Groot because you need to make sure you have him. And then to get to 3-team attack, you got to wait till you get to Black Panther at 3.
Right.
And then Winter Soldier at 4. I mean, there's no other things that fit in there. But I mean, once he leveled though, I think that because I have played him a lot in the open, but once I thought about he missing a lot.
It's a lot of work to get him to go.
Right. But if you get him going right, so still in the same boat as Abomination, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Talos. He one of them MC that I think everybody want to get work. I mean, having access to all the photo plot twists is a great thing. But
something tricky happens in this format that somebody comes up with. It's probably going to be on this guy.
Yeah. I mean, it got to be one of the things where you're not playing to level him neither. Like you could get this combo off without leveling him. Because I think the leveling him is a tough part, what got him down here low. Well, I mean, he in the top half, so I guess it's not too low, but I mean, rolling him at 8, so he had high hopes for him.
Maybe he has something tricky up his sleeve.
Right. That way he didn't want to come. He didn't want to give his secret tech. I'm just going to go to Florida. I'm out.
He's one guy. So I haven't played with Talos much, so I admit I'm a little naive about him. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I try to think through what's the big payoff for him, and he just strikes me as solid, but is he as good as some of these other ones? And so I think he's just kind of in the right spot.
The beautiful thing you get access to the Bureau plot twists.
Sure.
And like I said, them plot twists are good.
Yep.
And you can have multiple plot twists, and he got access to anybody's wild.
That's true.
So I mean, he have real good flexibility. Just like I said, just not enough low drops to do like 3 and 4 people team attack to level him up fast. So again, we moving on. Dark Willow. Okay, I know I had a low, so somebody explain to me, what am I missing?
Okay, so I thought there might be something there because she has that level 1 power where she can throw wounds out. But it really doesn't work with the other things that you're playing in this format. Because once you play Hela, you can't flay somebody down because they're already at 1. So then your power is just wasted. And you're not going to not play Hela because she's probably the best card in the format. So it's just kind of a weird, wonky thing that doesn't work. But I thought would work better than it does. And she's 2/4.
Yeah, no. And you get to draw the card for the plot twist.
Yeah, in retrospect, I probably had her ranked a little higher. Your point is a very good one, Earl.
I played her quite a bit, so it was a lot harder to do. And then sometimes it worked really well.
Yeah, like I said, so see, like I said, if you find the right formula, the combination, I mean, she could have games, she could sneak up on people. But you just got to put in the time and be willing to make it work. Now, Death. So one of us who's not here right now, ranked at 56, at the time was the bottom.
My favorite part of that is he had her ranked at the bottom, right? And then we got together to play cards, and he's like, "Look what I got, a Death deck."
I could honestly say I had never made any of my lowest ranked characters in any format.
And then it was funny because he's like, I want to try this, and then he played 3 games of it, and I think they combined for 10 turns, and we convinced him we had it right in the right. He had it right in the right spot.
All right. Yeah, because like I said, yeah, I actually recorded those games and put them all together on one 15-minute video. But
Yeah, my ranking is totally Theorycraft. I haven't played with her in this format yet, but I think I had her ranked a little bit higher because a lot of the effects that remove her
Right.
powers aren't legal. So
besides rolling, we had her in almost the top half, if not the top quarter.
Yeah.
So we believe that she got game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could cover Dark Phoenix, she got game. I think. Of course, you still need a lot of help and luck, and
there are going to be times where you could get rolled because you don't draw your 1 drops.
Are you running to do Mamu? Are you running to do Mamu?
Yeah.
Can you not run a lot of location with Death if you're running any? Okay, so we still we're gonna try to move along. So Hela, I don't know how she got that high because her support character is so good.
Well, I try not to count her support character against her.
You have to when the support character that good, you have to. I guess you could play all Eagle.
There you go.
But so yes, I mean, I guess having access, pulling all them characters out. I mean, but the fact you only get them for 1 turn and they all go away. Now that somebody got a lot of Apira powers. And the fact you can stop counter, but I don't think counter's a big thing in this format.
I haven't dealt too much with them, just a little bit.
All right, but she's tied with somebody. Is it the other way? I know I'm coming the right way. So the tie with Namor. Now this the Namor I played.
Liked your setup with Namor. That was pretty slick.
Yeah, I did the same thing against Earl. Like I said, I just made some horrific mistakes. But y'all can watch that on the video because I don't want to talk about them here. Just know if your MC about to die and you have a place called Atlantis on your board, you should move your MC there.
It's probably a better spot than the front row.
Right, but that too, right.
Does he have any real weakness in this format? I mean, it seems just solid.
Well, against any deck that don't need to attack will hurt him.
Sure, yeah. That's true.
We can know really good cards to like kind of force the issue, but that would be the biggest downfall. But yeah, putting machines in Atlantis, I mean, just seemed like a good thing.
Our move.
Captain Marvel, she one of them MCs that I want to be good, but every time I play, I lose with her. I mean, even in that format thing, I lost to you, Jason.
Is this the MCU one?
No. This is the illustrated one.
Okay. Yeah. My screen only changes when you change it to the next one.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm behind, but
are you watching?
Same for me.
Are you watching? Are you in the Discord too?
Yeah.
I don't know. Must be tied to the stream. I don't know.
I don't think she's that bad.
I don't think she like one of MCs. Like I said, it's just I don't have good luck with her.
You can miss your locations, and then it's a bad day for her.
And then sometimes, like I said, the other problem I run into, like when you do get her to that 3 with that awesome power, it seems like 7 not enough at that point, and you need to find a way to pump her.
Yeah.
I think the format lends itself well to her level 1 power,
right,
going off, depending on the matchup. But if your opponent has to play characters, they've got multiple health, so she's going to have opportunities to strike them multiple times early on. It's just level 2, your opponent has some ability perhaps to stall her out a bit, and depending on their character, they might not even need to attack at all.
Right, and the other big thing, once you get to 3, like I said, by the time you get to 3, the people who got 7 defense is not usually around anymore.
Yeah.
So, Bruce Banner and the Hulk. I like him.
I think that he's underrated.
Yes. I mean, he always been aggressive. I mean, yeah, you giving up drawing cards most of the time, but if you're not drawing cards, that means they're not wounding you.
Yeah. I don't. I think he's got holes.
Right. Yes. Oh yeah. I think.
But he's fun.
Yeah.
And he can smash.
Yeah, I think he in the right spot. Like I said, he fun. He can smash, but if you was gonna make him work at Gen-Con, you're gonna have to put some time into it. You're gonna have to go in a deep dark lab, for about a week or two, and come back, with the beard and everything. Like, I've been here a long time. Now we here with Spike. I think I think he's just like Bruce Banner. He aggressive, but he still have holes.
Yeah, he's a good aggro. He's a good solid aggro, consistent. I think.
And this illusion spell is just so good.
Yeah.
And like I say, even though the opponent has some control over his level up, they got to come at him at some point.
Right.
Do Mamu illustrated type. I mean, he got some new spells, right?
No, he didn't get any new spells.
Blue didn't get new spells. I haven't got my pack yet, so I haven't got to go through it yet.
Blue was up a spell because they had the Montesquieu formula.
Right, yeah, right.
So that's unplayable in the format.
Hey,
so
when the last time that even been playable in a format?
Incursion. It's going to be playable in Incursion event and Gen Con.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Illustrated Dormammu. I think his level up is relatively easy.
Right.
I mean, you can get screwed by bad draw, I guess, but it's pretty easy. He's got big defense.
Yeah, 12,
he's got
6 and
big
12.
health.
Right. Yeah.
So if your goal is to have a draw out game and get to your heavy hitters, he's great for that. Regardless of, like, I've played him even without really doing much with the spells, and he's good if you just want to try to stick it to the late game. So I think he's just like consistent, solid. Maybe nothing super fancy, but definitely can hang in this format, I think.
He's at the 20s.
I agree.
Yeah, he's at the 20 spot. Who had him at 44? I gotta call somebody out on that because everybody else seemed pretty close, and then somebody went rogue. Oh, that's rolling the course. I should have knew. Like I said, he be going rogue sometime. Nimrod. I think this is your number 4 pick right here, Jason. Yes.
That might have been a little bit high, admittedly.
Are you talking about from smoking or from your pick?
Maybe both. I wish both. Yeah, I think I had him ranked so high because obviously the plot twist, and the collar, like in any format where Dark Phoenix is around, having the opportunity to basically just shut her down, I think can be clutch. Now, granted, his level up is kind of dependent on your opponent, so there's always a risk there. But yeah, that's kind of my thought process.
I mean, I still think he got game. So, like I said, I mean, I just know if you got him at 4, you got at least a little love for him. I mean, just like I had Iron Man at 5, you got to have some feeling if you got them in single
Is there somebody who has him ranked real low?
40, yeah. Who got him at 40? You know who got him at 40.
Yeah, okay. So I think that this guy should be a little higher than where he's at,
Right.
but that's all right.
Yeah, I had him at 28, so that probably should have been his low number. If we had 4 people, maybe we should start dropping off the lowest number to the highest and get the real average. But no, I think we're good the way we got it. We're not going to cut rolling out all his picks. The Master.
I think I'm pretty high, obviously, on the Master. I had him ranked as my number 1 MC. Maybe I've just been unnaturally lucky with being able to get his You're Destined to Die power to fire off, but I think he solves a lot of the problems in this format, and those problems to me are MCs that are trying to drag it out until you get to Dark Phoenix. So, there's a lot of ways to keep him face up and keep him from getting stunned, and not too hard to level. So I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I don't agree with the one part, but the rest of what you're saying, like I said, it's just with photos. Sometimes getting the 2 blues and 2 yellows not always the easiest thing in the world. But like you said, go ahead.
So I've been meddling around with the Master, and I think he can beat anybody. So that makes him good. He's pretty solid in this format, but I think when you get to Gen Con, there are answers for the Master, and you will see them.
So yeah, they're more so what's at the top than wait, but he would still have game. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the top 8. I think that where we at this point with the the 20 and above type people, and he toward the top of this tier anyway. And then Valkyrie. I think me and you, Earl, were a lot higher on her towards the beginning when we made these rankings.
I'm still pretty high on her.
Okay.
I'm still pretty good.
Okay.
Wait, what Valkyrie are we talking about?
We talking about the illustrated type.
The illustrated. Oh yeah, I was super high on her at the beginning of this. And if you guys want to have a lot of fun, I have a deck for you. If you want to win Gen Con, I do not have a Valkyrie deck for you.
So if you're about good time, if you're trying to pay bills, not the way to go. I mean, but who go to Gen Con to try to pay bills anyway? Not
that
right. Only the top.
That deck is so much fun.
Moving along, so Juggernaut. I mean, he always something nobody to worry about. I mean, being able to, hit 2 people, that unstoppable.
So, my thought on Juggernaut is that he's I think he's pretty good in this format. I think we got him right around the right spot. Unfortunately, 5/5 that can be made smaller, or an 8/8 that can be smaller, just doesn't hold up to some of the other MCs in the format who are trying to do the same thing, are either bigger or are the same size, but you can't spend a resource to make them smaller.
Apparently, size matter, especially when you can shrink it.
Yeah, the one, I mean, one of the things he's got going for him, though, I'd say is, again, I'm a fan of the some of the plot twists and the helmet for Brotherhood. So that he's got, but I agree, he's kind of the poor man's version of some of these other MCs. So
I just feel like Odin, right? Yeah. So if I'm Juggernaut against Odin, I'm probably getting smashed, and there's not going to be much that he can do about it.
So moving along, and speaking of the plot twist, yeah, I played Earl, and I sometimes forget and run into the plot twist. Full speed ahead. It's never a good look, but now he right at the B plus was probably So the B plus, these are like almost the A group, because of course we don't have no S group in this format. We don't have no clear cut Outrider type MC. But they got good matchup. Top cut not unrealistic. But getting to the finals, you definitely gonna have to wiggle just a little bit. So starting first with who I call the boogeyman, Dormammu. Phototype. I mean, I have made a lot of deck where I just shoved in basic locations like I'm not gonna lose to Dormammu, then I don't play him or don't see him at the event. So in my mind, he don't even exist anymore. He's a boogeyman.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when you're playing Dormammu, you're just waiting to die because, yeah, I don't know. He's there.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I know he's good, but man, there's so many like events I went to where I had shoved basic location and made deck maybe just a little less. Like, man, I can't lose to him. I can't afford to lose to him. Having 4 basic or none at all, and then I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I always feel like he's there are decks that he will beat that are
Right.
good decks,
Right.
and that makes you want to play him.
Yeah.
And then there are other decks that you just can't beat. So, I mean, everybody's got that, but I just
Right.
feel like Dormammu, I don't know. I don't like playing him.
Yeah, like I said, if you can't get the combo going, like what is his purpose?
That's true.
Toxin at 14. I guess somebody, a symbiote gotta be up here. I mean, as big as Venom gets, I mean, and like I said, ain't gonna be a must counter hate. I mean, I guess he could sneak in there.
He's another one, kind of like Illustrated Dormammu, who's just strikes me as really solid. Like
Yeah.
there's not really much of a weakness. I know his level 2, there's sort of a weakness where he can only attack certain characters, but in a format again with Dark Phoenix, and maybe I let that sway my judgment too much. Like, okay, he gets keywords removed. It hurts him a bit. He loses symbiosis, but then he loses his negative,
Right.
power as well, and so now he's a solid statted 7 health MC with some healing options on team, with some counter build up options on team. So it strikes me just kind of a solid, straightforward MC.
And the whole team is basically available to play.
True.
Yeah.
Yep, you can get some major team attack action going on.
Spider-Man. The only one we can play in this format. At the 13th spot, I mean, yeah, I guess like I said that leveling may be a little more tricky than normal. Cause not only do you need to find that yellow, but you need about maybe 8 Spider-Mans you could put in there.
You got the 7 drop, the 8 drop, the Captain Universe.
Okay, 12. Okay, so I guess you got a good number. I guess these are cards that kind of sit in your hand because you don't have the Miss Marvel to feed them to.
There's still power up.
But yeah, they still power us, right? So, I mean, but like I say, if you could level him and get them boosts, to get to the main character anyway. I mean, whenever, like you said, Dark Phoenix in the format, it's all about how can I finish this game.
Yep. Yeah, just always seems like there's just no real weakness for him, and as long as he's got access to Spider-Man to level up. So,
and again, the card, a semi-selective card from the top 4 with that yellow power, that soul searching, is still one of the best superpowers.
Yep.
Annihilus. I'm always a big fan of him. Putting 2 negative zones in the deck, and
I don't have anything bad to say about him.
Right. I
don't care if he loses Annihilation Wave.
Right. But I said he's on a team that got a lot of characters, so team attacking is realistic. I actually built a mono deck with him. It was all right. It wasn't great. It was all right. But building a mono deck, and then like I said, level up not too hard, And like I said, their plot twist is decent. I mean, some of the plot twists in the format to be able to copy them, especially playing photo a lot.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen that. What's the name of that plot twist that copies other ones?
Observe and adapt.
Yeah.
Observe and adapt. Yeah, that can kind of like really backfire on you in this format. Like, where photo is pretty
Right.
prevalent, and there's some good photo plot twists where the symbiote plot twists are probably going to get played a lot. Yeah, it can really.
He could be in the back. He could be in the back row, and you not think about you're the last one, and you save him for last. Stuff like
Yep.
that. So yeah, I mean, he's good all rounded. He'd
Yep.
be like on Mario Kart 1, a character that just got balanced stats for everything. Captain Marvel. I have played it a couple times today. And, and she's pretty good. Pretty good.
I will admit I'm completely naive about photo Captain Marvel. I have not played with her or against her. I don't think ever that I can remember.
I'll try to change that for you, but I mean, so when I built a mono deck for her because proprietary tech is actually pretty good in this format.
It's real good.
It's real good.
It's hard to get in. You have to lose a lot of stuff, but it's a good card.
Right. But especially like say if you're building a mono deck in this format, you got a lot of extra spots now.
Yeah.
Like not having a tube drop on team. But
She's got solid stats. 7 health is never anything to sneeze at.
And then
It's flight range.
the superpower on level 3 where you could just not get stunned, struck, or wounded in a combat.
It's pretty good. I like her. She's one of the four. Well, she's a character I play against more than I play with. I don't know that I've ever played with her, but I play against her a lot, so I feel like I know how she works.
Right? Yeah. No. Like I said, I played a couple times today. Y'all can watch the video on that. But yeah, she got a little bit of game. Ultron, Crimson Cow. I think the Wrecking Crew is what really put him over top, and then that out of time plot twist. But like I said, that leveling up is always rough.
Yeah, and the low defense is
Right.
pretty rough too.
Right.
I think this is actually rated a little bit better than where it should be.
Yeah,
And
I
I got
agree.
the blame for that.
I think I had him. Yeah, because you had him at 3 originally. I think you came around, so you're the one who had him at 3.
Yeah.
So it's your fault he this high.
Yeah.
I had
He's
him,
another solid one. There's some matchups though where he can be completely just destroyed.
yeah,
I found out the hard way that playing him against Iron Man from the Pro Reg
right.
just completely debilitates him.
Yeah, I just think. Yeah, I think he just got access to card that nobody else have access to, like the Wrecking Crew and the Out of Time. I mean, I guess you could play Out of Time with the support character, but the Wrecking Crew is the main thing.
Yeah. But I feel like the Wrecking Crew is really good. Sometimes you just don't draw.
No, I have been on that side too, so I hear you. Yeah, I think at first look he good, but then the more you think about, I think if we did this rain again, he'd probably be down about 10 spots. But moving along, Deadpool. You want to tell us a story about this, Earl?
I've played a lot of Deadpool
I
in
mean,
this form.
he definitely seemed like he would work. I mean, especially the level 1, like you at least get in, 6 at the minimum?
6.
Well, 4 would be the minimum. With Baby Groot was as low as.
Oh, yeah. Baby Groot get you 4. So he can level up. Your savvy players are going to find ways to level him slower, but he's still going to level up. There's no stopping it. Well, I mean, there is stopping it. There is the I just play somebody who has 4 attack, and you can get ran over. So he's 2-4, but he's got answers for things that you need answers for in the format. So he's pretty solid. He could just get ran over.
And he got access to some good plot twists. That's the thing there. The
Yeah.
underworld plot twist that he get access to. Galactus. I think Roland had him one. Is this Roland number one? I should phone a friend for this one just to see what he got. Got him at one. But that whole level up thing is just, you know, you get low on cars, but I mean he got game. All the heroes are still in play, right? Yeah.
No, not all of
Oh,
them.
A good number of them are though.
Not
okay.
Stardust.
Okay. Okay.
I personally just have never had much luck with Galactus. I don't know why. I mean, I know he's big and a lot of health, but I don't know. I'm not as high on him as others, I guess.
I mean, I guess you gotta give up so much of his deck towards his, you know, feeding the hunger. It like having a big kid. Like, I gotta buy all these extra groceries. Some of the stuff I'm not gonna eat, but you know, just so you have something to eat.
Can't pay for gas anymore, but keep your kid fed.
So, but I still think, like I said, if you put in the time, I think he got game. And then Rogue. Top 7. I think this is a good spot for her, but like I said, she is handicapped compared to the open book.
Then she loses all her power-ups, right?
Right, yes.
There are no power-ups for her. So you're looking at blues and any other cards that might increase your stuff. So like a Sacred Ground.
Symbiote Codex, and then the Pole Ray, Anti-Ray plot twist. That's what I ran in my package.
So she's still Rogue.
Right.
But it's a little harder to get her to do her thing.
Right. I mean, if you get the blues on time, none of that matters. So if you're able to hit the 4 blues,
That's true.
then you're at 3. So I mean, you do have that possibility. I mean, 4 or 8 is not too unrealistic. I mean, not often, but you can see that happening.
Yeah.
But just when that don't happen, you know, you got to play a whole different role game. Now we at the people who we rank 10 points or less that we should see at the top 8. And if you don't make it to the top 8 with them, look to your left or right. Somebody probably got them and doing it better than you did it. So first is Dr. Doom. I think he's the poster child for this format. Like, if he get his stuff on time, he is fire.
Yeah. You know, you draw a yellow, you're sitting pretty good.
Right.
Feel like I really like Dr. Doom in this format.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're actually playing Dr. Doom and you're not playing that other
Right.
Sentinel nonsense. So to me, this is, I mean, not the Sentinel Kelly nonsense is good. I don't want to act like it's not. But to me, I like Doom, the play of Doom in this format. It feels right.
Right, he played like the card was made. Like, you know, I want to level him, and then, you know, I want to make my minions big with my machine and let them do my dirty work.
Yeah, getting the inventions right out of the gate is pretty solid for him.
And then a plot twist for him to use the burns just to level up. You know, you got the ant stay down, or you could use one of them special plot twists like Lady Mutation. Even if you don't have the color to pay, you can just pitch it.
Yep.
Just to say, yes, I played a plot twist. You're welcome. Moving along. Now, this is my boy, Odin. If I was going to play an event right now, this is probably who I would take. But, I mean, 7 attack on 1, and then people always getting whenever I play Odin, the problem people always run into is like, do we let him level, or do we try to fight him and keep him at 7? Can I consistently fight a 7 all game? So, and then if you do let him level, they hoping like if he had you're the last one and I don't have a combat master, he gonna de-level anyway.
Yeah, I think he's like the gold standard of aggro in this format.
And even by some chance, if you do level, you usually got some good hits, and you're trying to finish them off anyway by that point anyway.
Yeah.
You just gotta be smart and make sure you're getting your Odin down on your turn and not taking double wounds from him.
Is there any real? I'm trying to think of any real weakness because.
Well, he wounds himself at level 3. That's his weakness.
Sure, but in terms of you can set up the deck so that he's basically you can almost guarantee with if you can get you're the last one that he's not going face down when he's level 2.
Right, combat master is the only thing that stops that. Of
that's
course,
true.
getting them out your hand, but
yeah, are there any direct dazes in this format for MCs? I guess dissolution spell maybe.
Dissolution.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's pretty tough.
Right. So the number 4 we have is the Wizard. The fact that he actually make good plot twists out the bad ones.
This is another guy I play a lot of, and he's fun. But you got to play a lot of plot twists, to make him consistent, and that hurts your character. And I find that if you're gonna level up, you end up messing up your curve, and you'll miss drops. It just happens. So.
And then the whole 5 defense thing is always, like when you got the gun, at least that help. If they don't have range, but if you make an attack with him, like I'm going to probably have to trade with them or use one of these plot twists to thin my hand out more.
Yeah.
The first evil. So I think this is me and yours number 1, Earl.
Yeah.
It's my number 1. I think did Roland mess this up or was this on Jason? Let me find.
Adam is 3, so I was up there pretty high with.
Oh no, okay, yeah. This is another one to Roland. Did Roland make any good picks?
Yeah, you just gotta throw his out at this point.
Valkyrie yet too. The other Valkyrie.
He coming up. Right, but yeah, if you don't have a deck prepared for the first evil, or if they get that Serta combo early, you can forget about it.
The other thing about First Evil is you can just extend the game.
Right.
Because every character in your deck's multi-health.
Right.
So you pay for your power, you bring out a multi-health character, even if you get stunned, it's still going to be out there, so they can't get a hit in on you.
So, yeah, this is where the boogeyman come in right here. Like, do you prepare for Dumamo, or you just assume, like, if I see Dumamo, I just don't have a great game against him anyway? Let's see what we got at number 2. Miss Marvel. I don't have luck with her.
If you miss your blues, you're not having a bad day.
Right. But there's not much counter hate going around here. She got good plot twists. And she can stay in the back and shoot. So,
Yeah. You just missed your blues and it's a bad day. That's all.
Right. And you don't have no cane to fall back on.
Yep.
So if you put all your blues at the bottom of the deck, and if your opponent, you won't level yet. So you need blue, but if she get blue, she fire. Like, I think that always been her story. And finally, Mcu Valkyrie. Because I think we all agree. Alt win is always a great thing to have in your tool belt.
Yeah, especially in some of these MCs, you're trying to stretch out the game a lot, so she can kind of stymie that. I had her a little bit lower, I think,
Right.
not much lower. I think I had her
Right.
at like 6
Right.
because some of her tools for tacking on counters and getting her attack really high have been taken away in this format, but
Right.
always solid.
And it's tough to level up. I mean, her level up is a little tougher.
So what we're missing here in this little conversation is what? Oh, did I lose you guys?
Nope.
Nope,
I'm
still
listening
here.
to you.
Oh, sorry, my screen changed over.
Oh.
So, I think that there's this her green power level 1 switches in this format from being irrelevant to you're more concerned about power because she's gonna knock out supporting characters with that
Right. She don't even
and
have to
give
strike
you
them.
a little bit more ability to control the board.
Right, and she don't even have to strike them.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
So yeah, you know what? When I look at the card, I don't even see that power.
right. But it's there,
You're
and
right.
in this format, it really is helpful.
It doing one of them Jackson standing really still.
You're right.
Yeah, she could single-handedly wipe out the Master by just killing his
Right.
supporting characters.
So I actually think, even though her usual play style isn't going to be there, I think she's still very strong in a different way in this format.
Yeah, anything that can wipe out the supporting characters in one turn instead of 2 or 3 is strong in this format.
So that's all 57 MCs.
58.
57. It was 58, but when we lost Buffy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
So just to mention, we had Buffy ranked and on the list for a while, and then Jason asked me a great question like, "Do she have to have a Don Power?" And I looked it up, and she have to have a Key Power. So she is not legal for this format. And I've been playing a lot of her, playing a lot of illegal decks. That's how I get down.
Yeah, that was a sad one to lose because
Right.
even for her supporting
Right.
character, I know it's there's opportunities with Slayer to really take advantage of that in this format.
So just to let people know, the main thing for the reason we do this ranking is for the people who don't either make it to the draft or don't give a pre-rank list, we get them the next highest ranking MC. So if they do show up to play, they at least have decent MCs. But as you see, we had the current ranking up to 47 players we got ranked, and then the draft order as of right now. So you can still sign up for the league. Reach out to me on Facebook in the Discord. If you're in the Discord group, you could just go to our sign up page, just put a picture, say, "Hey, I'm signing up." You'll get the thumbs up, and you in. Once your name turn red, you know you in. Got the draft order. I think everybody should get some pretty good MC this go around.
Yeah. I
think there's I love that the draft approach always forces diversity, but even if even despite that, like I said kind of early on, I think this format has a lot of diversity and there's a lot of opportunities for different MCs to still be successful. So
I mean,
I'm really enjoying the format.
Yeah, even looking at the Build Phase League, how many different MCs have been played in there?
Well, that's a great question. Yeah, it seems there's been a pretty decent variety. There's been a couple of overlapping ones, but yeah, certainly I've seen we've seen Spike, we've seen the Master, we've seen Dr. Doom. I'm trying to think through all of them that we've seen, but it's a good variety.
Namor, Captain Marvel, and Rogue.
The Wizard, Deadpool.
Vern, let's see who did I play against with Vern. Bruce Banner.
All right. Yep.
He had Doctor Doom in his when he lost with who he lost to Dormammu, so Dormammu's in it.
Yeah, I mean, I just love it. It doesn't unless I haven't found it yet. It doesn't feel like there's that one or two like really broken things.
There's no S class MC.
Right.
Like if you see my list, there was no S class, none of the MC make it into that.
there's no machine abuse with Sentinels. There's no Pixie Max. A lot of the just broken, unfun stuff isn't there. It's like just a lot of, for the most part, just a lot of combat. And so if you like, I think what Versus was probably intended to be, I think this is a good format for that.
Okay, so like I said, we got the draft right now. We got 9 people signed up. So and then we always have me and Earl to pick up games when, like I said, people drop off. We try to make sure everybody at least getting a game in who want to play games.
Yeah.
Y'all seen the calendar? This is just a prize wall. We got prizes. It's easy to earn tokens. Signing up gets you a token. Being in the draft gets you a token. Winning the game, being in consecutive season gets you more tokens. So there's some people after one season could get like 9 tokens. Just joining events like the Build Phase events we talk about, that gets you 2 tokens. It's not hard. We're trying to give away free stuff.
And I gotta say props to you, David, and I guess anyone else on Team Buckeye who's providing those prizes, because there's no entrance fee. This is all coming just from your good-heartedness, and you're mailing this stuff out on your dime. So thank you for doing that, and kudos to you for always running these really good events.
While you bring that, we also want to give a shout out to Epic Loot. So they had actually provided a lot of
oh, nice.
Some of the OP kits that they had left over. So we
that's
have a
awesome.
couple of their OP kits that we use in the prize pool, and then, like I said, some of the excess cards. That Jessica Jones, I think combined we got close to like 100 of those between us, Earl.
Yeah, we got a lot.
I think every prize on there you get a free Jessica Jones. I think we even use them to protect the card that we send you when it's not even part of the package. Like Jessica Jones sleeve. But yeah, I think that wrap it up. Didn't get much typing from the chat, or maybe my computer down. Either way, if you're still here, thanks for listening, thanks for hanging out. If you listen later, thanks for being a part. If you want to join the league, like I said, you can join week 1, week 2, week 5. It's just a good time. Us just trying to play some verses. That's really all what it's about in the end.
Yeah.
And also want to send a shout out to the people in Florida. Wish them luck tomorrow. Hopefully somebody is streaming. Because the person who streamed the last 2, I don't think going to be at this one.
If you are going to be there, you better get to drive that.
Right.
Yeah, special shout out to Roland, my sleeper pick for champ.
Yeah.
Go Roland.
I don't think it's a sleeper. He is the pick.
All right.
I practiced with him over his house. We were practicing and getting ready for this, so I gave him a few pointers, So, yeah, and everybody else down there, because they had a draft today, right? They did a draft, the main event tomorrow, and then Modern on Sunday.
Yeah.
Robert jumped into the chat finally. We got somebody. He's talking about the photo. We waiting for him to sign up. I'm pretty sure he's gonna sign up at some point. Maybe he already have since the screen been going on. But he usually one of the last one to jump in. So anything else from you, Earl? I know you already have a lot to get off your chest.
Oh yeah, no, I keep it pretty simple. Although I think I'll put that Valkyrie deck list together and put it up somewhere, because the illustrated one, because it was a lot of fun playing that deck, and maybe somebody will get it and do something better with it. So. I'll find it. I'll put it up for somebody to play with.
I'm gonna speak on Roland's behalf. He do the resource for every Thursday. So check that out. Jason, what you got for us? Any shout outs?
Build Phase League number 11 is going on right now, so I know some folks are already playing the Life Goes On format in that, but like I said before, it's a diverse format, so I don't think there's any shortage of opportunities to try different stuff, and it's always fun to play more verses. So sign up for Buckeye as well, and get your games in.
Yeah, Rob said he just signed up, so we up to 10 people. So You know,
Oh yeah.
still getting that double digits every season, always a good look. And probably after this season, probably gonna be a long gap before season 7 because we gotta wait for the formats, then we gotta set everything up. But we'll still be here.
That's a weird time for Versus because it's like after Gen Con and it kind of like
That's the format that I always get for guys, just like the Alpha and Omega.
yeah.
Like, you know, I ask people like, what the alphabet? What was that? It's like, yeah, I mean that does. So like, say, you know, if you just try and get some verses in, or maybe play a couple weeks, but we'll see how that goes. But you know, we might also get new cards by that time, which may make it more exciting too.
I'm still holding out hope that we're gonna get new cards for Gen Con.
Right, that too, right.
So I got a question for you guys related to Life Goes On format. Is this came up in a conversation I had the other day. Is the Beyonder legal?
Absolutely.
That's what I thought. Okay, just anyone who had that question.
Yeah.
There's some question if infinite, because it wasn't an actual number, if that counted as above 2. But
Infinite is clearly a number because Def is legal on this, and she got that same.
There you go.
She got the same tag, and that's coming. I talked to the head judge about that, but not that coming from the head judge. That is definitely legal.
Awesome.
All right, and then, like I said, I'm David Robin. If you're watching this, you can see the rest of my videos I have put up. And check us out in our Discord group. So thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for listening later. And have a good night. I'm gonna bring up that title screen again. There we go. I'm gonna bring it up.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.